It's Your Money Monday Summer Savings, and today we are talking credit scores. Do you know? I happen to know. I checked my credit score out yesterday.
Yeah.
I am living my best life because 12 years ago it was terrible.
It was bad news.
And I have worked very hard.
You're making that money now too.
Well.
From lower interest rates on loans and credit cards to better deals on insurance and even housing. That 3-digit number can have a very big impact on your wallet.
That's right. Joining us to break it all down and share simple ways to build yours is author of Launching Financial Grown-Up and Certified Financial Planner, Bobbi Rebell. Thank you so much. It was a mouthful. Bobbi Rebell.
But you got through it. It was great. It was great. And nice to be here again.
Thank you for having. Thank you.
We hear that credit scores can affect your borrowing power. How can it actually help you save money, though?
It saves money because you are going to have a better financial reputation. And when people like you more because you have a better, let's say, report card in your credit report, they want to do business with you. And so they're going to be a lot more negotiable. You're going to be able to get lower rates. And so if you have an interest rate that's lower, think about a mortgage, a car payment, whatever it is, you pay less, you save more. It's magical, right?
Okay, I like that.
What are some good ways, some helpful ways to improve your credit score?
Okay, you want to, like I said, be a really good financial citizen. So what you want to do, first of all, is pay your bills on time because they're going to like you more if they know you're good for the money. And if you can't pay it all, pay at least the minimum, ideally as much as possible, but just know you're paying on time because that says to them they're on it. Even if your life isn't perfect, you're on it. Also make sure that you have a lower credit utilization. What that means is if you're allowed to borrow, let's say $10,000, don't go out and borrow $10,000. Don't go crazy. Stick to like maybe $3,000 at most, even maybe $1,000, so they know that you have more room to grow. You're not like maxing out and spending like crazy. So things that signal you know what you're doing.
Explain exactly how a credit score works. When do we start? When are credit scores born in our lives?
Yes. So and the truth is you can start early. You could even start your kids early. I wrote a book called Launching Financial Grown-Ups, and one thing you can do is help your kid by educating them about what goes into a credit score. So what goes into it? So paying on time, that's really important, and never be late. Also having that credit utilization. But going to your kids and helping them, one thing you can do is make them an authorized user on your credit card, because then they're getting your longer credit score. Because one of the things that really makes a big difference is how long. What's your track record? How long have you been borrowing for? If you're borrowing for more time, that's more time that they know you're reliable. It all goes back to the same idea.
You said kids. Are we talking like 5, 6 years old? Are we talking like...
Probably not. I'm probably talking about teenagers.
Yeah.
But absolutely, if you put them on your credit card. And by the way, if you're a grown-up and you want to improve your credit score like you did, get with somebody in your family that has a really good credit score and have them put you on their credit card as an authorized user, and you will benefit from their good
Just
reputation.
mooch off the responsible one in the family.
Exactly.
I love that.
It's a community.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Yeah. What is the biggest myth that hurts consumers?
There are a lot of myths. First of all, a lot of people think that doing a credit check is going to hurt your score. Now, if they do a hard credit check, meaning you're taking out a lot of new cards, that's a big red flag. So that will. But people think even just checking your own credit score, which you can do for free at annualcreditreport.com, that's a soft inquiry. That's going to be okay. One of the biggest myths that I don't think we talk about enough is that your income matters. They're not as interested in how much money you make. It's, are you, again, a good financial citizen? Are you paying it back? So don't feel that, oh, I don't make that much money, I'm not going to have a good credit score. That really doesn't have a lot to do with it. And so it's important that people understand that.
Is it possible to still have no debt and still have a strong credit score?
100%. In fact, one of the biggest myths, going back to that, is that having debt is going to help your credit score. A lot of people mistakenly will carry debt thinking that is going to be something that will help. It does not. You should pay your bill in full on time all the time if you can. If you can't, pay at least the minimum. But that's the most important thing. And I was going to mention one more thing, but
it's okay.
That actually, it's funny because I usually pay my credit card in full every month, and last month I didn't. I did the minimum, and it carried over, and the number this month was astronomical, and it's really scary because people are like, oh great, now but you just as long as you are responsible and you pay the minimum, it's okay.
Right, it's okay for your credit score. However, for your wallet, let's go back to talking about saving money. look how much you paid, because your interest rate might be 30% on a credit card. Some store credit cards that high generally could be in the 20%. So while it's not necessarily going to hurt your credit score, not paying your credit card on time is going to really hurt your wallet, and that is not something that we want for you, Ben. So please pay your bill on time.
Thank you so much.
In full,
it's always on time.
I
was like, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to see what everybody else is talking about. I just want to mess around a little bit.
It's not good.
If someone wants to improve their credit score in the next 6 months, what are the top 3 things that they should do?
So one thing that's a really easy hit is to improve your credit utilization. So that I was talking about before, it's how much of what you're allowed to borrow you are actually borrowing. One way to do it that people try to do, but it's harder, is to pay it down. But if you're in a pinch, that's harder to do. What you can do that's really easy, if you're a good citizen, again, if you have a good credit score, you call your credit issuer and you say, can you make the credit line bigger? So maybe they make it to $15,000, but you still only have that $3,000 out. That's a lower percentage. That improves your credit utilization. Another thing you can do, again, is become an authorized user on somebody who has a really good financial reputation, who's got a great score. Get on their credit card and again, be good to them.
That's right.
And then finally, clear those debts.
Yeah.
Clear the deck, make sure you've paid off all of your debts as much as possible.
Just find someone on the street at this point. Let's go up to somebody. You got a good credit score?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bobbi. Really, really good information.
Thanks for having me.
Truly, truly. For more money tips from Bobbi, subscribe to her free financial wellness newsletter at bobbirebell.substack.com.